So, all right, well, welcome, Douglas, to
Good to be here.
the best multifamily podcast ever. And let me just, by way of introduction, I'll say this so people on the call will know. I always say that the multifamily business is one of the best businesses to be in because of the people in it. I think the insurance business, when I got started, what a cutthroat racket, backstabbing. Oh, gosh, it was just absolutely miserable. But, Doug, you get into the multifamily and you just meet the nicest people in the world, of which you and Debbie are right up at the top of our book. It's absolutely fantastic. I love working with you.
That's nice of you to say. You and Kate have been an enormous part of our lives, not even related to multifamily, but no, I agree with you. Everyone on the forum, they're people that I look forward to meeting one day. Yeah. They're the kind of folks that I'm proud I even get to hang with. So yeah. I agree with you.
Isn't it amazing? I mean, what Doug is talking about right now is the owner forum, which is the coaching, mentoring group of a multifamily investing academy. And it is, you just become friends with everybody in the group. The last couple of calls that we've had have been just absolutely fantastic.
Spectacular.
Yeah. Let's kind of dig in here, Doug. Okay. First off, you are full-time in your managing and owning and operating of your multifamily business, correct?
Yes. That's true. Yep.
So what did you do? What was your life before multifamily, and why did you get into it?
My life was, and of course I've got Debbie with me too, so she has a life as well. But my life, I was an IT guy, right? I've been doing software since 1980, 81. Deb was an RN, 25 years as a registered nurse. Wow. She stopped being a registered nurse in 2006. So she could be dedicated full-time to the real estate business.
Wow.
And then we were flipping houses, buying and flipping houses. Of course, in 2008 was when everything went to heck in a handbasket.
Yep.
And, we flipped houses and bought apartments all through that crash. And it was just a blast. I mean, it's not like we made a killing, but we weren't getting in trouble through the purchases we were making. You know me, I'm a super conservative.
Oh my gosh, everybody. Yeah, I have to talk him to the cliff. That's how conservative he is.
Yep. And so, so here's Deb's plugging away at this. We're buying and flipping houses. I'm doing the day job. And we started to believe, and I don't know if it's going to bear out, but I'm not totally convinced that Social Security is there for me, and it shouldn't be. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with thinking the government's going to take care of me. So we begin to believe that we need something that's going to be an income generator, something that's going to keep us to where we're not eating dog food, and maybe provide a little bit of a legacy for any descendants that we might have.
Okay, let's talk about that first one because I want to bring me back into your mindset. So there you are, you're sitting around some Sunday morning looking at the morning paper, you think, hey, let's go out and buy a 4-family. Or what was your thought process getting into it?
We had been actually looking at the Sunday classifieds because that was the only place you could find property in 2000.
Yep.
In the classified ads in the newspaper.
Yep.
So, and me being an IT guy, I'm big into spreadsheets. And so I had this spreadsheet all built up that would tell whether or not a property would work or not work. And also, I was highly inspired by the board game Monopoly, right? So I thought, well, how hard could any of this be? So I was kind of flippant, not knowledgeable about it. Debbie was excited because it was an extension of the work that she was already doing, that her family had been into owning rentals. And so she kept bringing duplexes home for us to look at, duplex deals. And they never worked. They never cash flowed. And then finally,
and I want to know why. One of the reasons why they never cash flow is because of who you're competing against when you're buying it. You're competing against owner operators. I mean,
yes, if we would have wanted to live in it,
it makes great, exactly. But if you're looking for an investment, it just doesn't work.
You're right.
That's the thing is I get a lot of this from students who bring me these deals and the numbers just don't work. I said, yeah, because you're in an area that's being regentrified. The 3-family doesn't work because you're in an area that's being regentrified, and these 3-deckers are becoming condos.
Yes.
And you're having to compete against a developer. And he's looking at this thing entirely differently than you do. He's looking at the big hit at the end of the payday, big payday at the end of the deal, and you're looking at cash flow, two entirely different business models. So Yeah, that's why we look
We
at
stopped
bigger
being,
properties.
because exactly what you said, we stopped being comfortable this could ever work. And then she came home one day with a fourplex. And this was one that her brother had found from, again, a guy whose wife told him she's sick of rental properties. So he had to sell it.
Yeah.
So we buy this fourplex and we partner with Deb's brother because I'm not very good with a hammer. I'm just not.
Yeah.
And I knew that from long ago that I never was going to be.
And
But that's
Doug, that's the thing that you and I have in common. Neither one of us are good with hammers. That's why we don't like C-class properties.
Oh no! Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there.
By the end of this call, everybody will understand that that's where we end.
Everybody will love C-class property.
Yes, exactly.
Anyhow, so Deb's brother was there to fix things when they went wrong, and Debbie and I were there to put people in the building, and that's how we got our start with that 4-unit.
Yeah.
So, if you fast forward, okay, so now Debbie's bringing home bigger deals because she's finding that the larger the number of units, the way better chance that the thing's going to cash flow, it's going to be worth it. And so we started looking for bigger deals. And when we ran across a 16 unit up in Lansing, that's how we got into 16 units. And since then, we've just been kind of adding them on as smaller multiples. I'm not a big building purchaser.
Yet.
A couple of 12s, a 17, a 20. We're looking at a 55 unit right now. That would be the biggest building we purchased, but we're trying to put that together.
What advice would you give somebody just starting out?
Don't be intimidated. I will tell you this, Charlie. If you're in the owners forum and you listen to some of these 400 unit, 500 unit deals that are being taken down, that can make you think that maybe you'll never get there. And so this sounds, just start. Do something. Do a duplex. Do a quad. Get your chops. Again, we did a fourplex, and when we went to 16, everyone was comfortable that we touched on everything there is to touch on for an income property. We knew leases, we knew court issues, we knew tenants' rights, we knew all the mechanics that you need to in order to have some savvy place in this business. So just get something and get started.